Hi, I'm Kevin Dundon and you're watching Hip World Gourmet. Good morning. You're probably asking why I'm sitting in front of the computer. But it's a very important part of what we do here. And what I get out of it is consistency. The very first thing we do is we source the product, and then I come back and I rework on the computer to design recipes and then do up all the documentation for the kitchen and so on. But what I really enjoy about the computer is the inspiration I get from it, because I search the net and I go to different countries and get inspired with different cuisines and stuff like that. So it's as I say, it's a very important part of what we do. But the most important part is actually cooking. So let's go. What a beautiful day for a barbecue. Cass and myself decided to invite a couple of friends over to enjoy a delicious barbecue. So what we're going to start with today is the scallop kebab. And it's the scallop kebab with a difference. It's scallops with lemongrass as the skewer. So we've got that Thai influence going into that. And we're going to serve it with a creme fraiche and a salsa dip. Really, really good. We're going to follow that with a corn-fed chicken marinated in some honey and some tarragon. And then we're going to use the charcoals, and we're going to put a bit of hickory smoke into the charcoals just to give that extra little bit of flavour. We're going to use some roasted vegetables with that, and we're going to finish with a banana flambe. Yes, on the barbecue, and we're going to serve it with some ice cream. So let's get started. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what we're drinking, it's Pimm's, which are really, really good. We're going to show you later how to make those too. So we have our lemongrass here. You're just going to take off the end. Basically, you want to make them, they just peel back like so. You want to make them quite thin, so you can imagine it's just like a kebab stick that you would get in the butcher's. But you're going to have a much better flavour off this because it's going to infuse the scallops. Just peel it back. So you get your scallop and push it through. Three scallops is probably enough. Scallops are quite rich, and when we're barbecuing these on the barbecue, they're actually going to start to caramelize, which is the best way to eat scallops. So we'll do that with all of these. So what did you do last night, Fergal? Lad, do you have a few pints?
Well, I was down the local, Kevin.
So were you? Look at that.
Singing a few songs.
So again, do the same with this one. Just push them through, so like that. Okay, and then I'm going to just pour a little bit of olive oil over top. You're going to get a lime. Just cut it in half. We're going to squeeze the juices over top. Excellent. Chili. Again, I like my food quite hot, so I'm going to leave the seeds in, but if you'd like it a little bit milder, just take the seeds out and it'll reduce the heat. A little bit of a green chili as well. The green is a little bit hotter than the red. And of course, don't forget that all important black pepper. Sorry. Basically, you just want, you can leave this in the marinade for about a half an hour before you start serving. We're just going to pop these onto the barbecue here. This barbecue, I'm actually using real charcoals. The difference is huge in terms of flavour. But if you've got a gas barbecue at home, you can. I'm going to show you later hickory chips, and just sprinkle them on top, and you'll get a really good flavour from your barbecue. So again, more pepper. While that's cooking, make sure that you get a good crust on the first side before you turn it over. while that's cooking, we're going to make up the creme fraiche dip. So you get your creme fraiche. It's starting to melt beside the barbecue, it's quite warm. A couple of spoons of the creme fraiche. What I've done here is I've just diced some red peppers, some yellow peppers, some red onions, and of course some chilies into that, and a little bit of flat parsley. And basically I'm just going to mix that through. So you can see it there now. That is actually going to melt over the scallops, and it's just going to marry all those flavours together beautifully. Just going to use my fingers. Oof, it's hot. Where's my films gone? Okay. It's delicious. So, let's clear this off here. We get our plate. I'm going to serve, because it's a dipping sauce, I'm going to serve a little bit of the dressing in it in a little cup. Just going to grab a sprig of rosemary. Yeah, like when you're cooking on the barbecue, don't be afraid to throw some herbs into the charcoals. It just infuses some more flavours through it. But with the lemongrass and the scallops, it's quite sufficient, so we're quite happy with that. You don't want to overcook the scallops. They should really be kind of cooked medium rare, so they're a little bit translucent in the centre. So they look just perfect for me now. So just one scallop, like one kebab like this. Again, barbecuing to me is all about nibbling food and stuff. So I'm just going to drizzle a bit of that pepper that I explained to you how we made it earlier. Some cracked pepper, and there you have it. A beautiful scallop kebab with the lemongrass, so it's got that Thai influence to it, with that beautiful dip. A little bit of heat, nice and spicy. Yes, here we are on another beautiful sunny day in County Wexford in Crossabeg. We're down to meet bringing you on a very unique experience in fancy fungi. So let's go and meet. You won't believe this. It's amazing. Hi, how are you doing?
Hi, Kevin.
Catherine, how are you doing?
Not too bad.
Thanks for inviting us down.
You're very welcome.
Hi,
Vic,
how you doing?
how's it going? Are you well?
Not so bad.
It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous.
Gorgeous. So tell us, when did you start?
The mushroom
And
side
how
of
did
it-
you start?
Well, yeah, the mushroom side of it started about 3 years ago. Previous to that, we were growing a lot of herbs for the restaurant.
Yeah.
And in our own time, we were picking mushrooms when we were out walking the dogs, down
Yeah.
the forest, and
Yeah.
we sort of bringing them into the restaurant. And they sort of tried to encourage us to keep it.
No magic mushrooms, no?
No magic ones, unfortunately, no. Obviously, that's only
I was just
seasonal.
wondering because you're always smiling, so I just thought.
I'm happy. Yeah, so I mean, it started from there, really.
Great. Let's go in. I can't wait to see inside.
Okay.
Let's go. Come on. This is fantastic. It's amazing, isn't it? I can't believe that the mushrooms are actually grown out of a black bag.
You see,
I know it's.
they're so tiny when they start off, and they grow so huge.
What's this then?
It's gold oyster. It's,
The colour is
That's
fantastic.
beautiful, isn't it? It's really fantastic. Very brittle.
I won't get high now or anything, will I?
I hope not. That's right. If you do, tell me.
Jeez, that's great. And these are obviously shiitake.
These are shiitake, yeah. These take about 18 to 21 weeks to grow. These would take about 21 days. to grow.
Right. And then this here, what's it? That's fantastic.
We took us about a year to grow them.
Yeah.
Myself and my partner Nicky Dempsey, we spent a lot of time making up different formulas to try and get the block to grow. It's actually originally sawdust.
And does that like just you do it and then it just keeps growing mushrooms, or is there a lifespan on it? Or?
There's a lifespan. Usually we get 3 flushes out of the block.
Oh, okay.
And then it basically starts with the sawdust, and we add the spawn,
Yeah.
the seal in the bag, and over a period of 21 weeks, 18 to 21 weeks, the block forms,
Yeah.
and the mushrooms form out. Then after a week, we dry them, soak them for 12 days. 12 hours.
Yeah.
Put them back up again, and they regrow.
Jeez,
So
fantastic.
you get 3 flushes out of them. And the oyster you can get maybe 3 flushes as well.
I think it's amazing to have. It's amazing to have a facility like this so close to home. Like,
Well, we're lucky to get used to tunnels, to experiment. These are foliota. They're about 21 days before
Yeah.
they grow. Different species together. But we grow them 4 varieties at the moment.
Yeah.
And we're working on another 2. And we have grey oyster next door.
yeah. So it's year round. So
It's all year round, yeah. We create the right temperature in this tunnel
yeah.
to grow the mushrooms, and they just grow away. It sounds easy, but it's not. There's a lot more to it. It's quite difficult to produce the compost. We produce our own compost. They're all natural ingredients. There's no animal byproducts in them. There's no chemicals.
I tell you, it's a credit to you guys. Listen, thanks very much for inviting us down. Catherine, thanks a million.
You're welcome.
Nick,
Thanks, Kevin.
thanks a million. I really appreciate it. That is just fantastic. What a unique experience. But let's go back to the kitchen now and start cooking up some more great food. Those scallops were delicious. But now we're going to go on and do our main course, which is the breast of corn-fed chicken, marinated in some honey and some tarragon. And then we're going to do some char-grilled vegetables, and we're just going to drizzle that with some pesto and some semi-sun-dried tomatoes that'll be marinated in olive oil. We'll drizzle it over top. We'll put it all together and then we're going to eat that. So what I have here is our corn-fed chicken. We've got 4 pieces there. Before I do that, I have, remember I was saying to you that it's going to be very hot. Grab that. I'll take it off there for a sec. If you've got a gas barbecue at home and you want to get that extra bit of flavour into your barbecue, I have some hickory wood chips. And they're just going to infuse that lovely hickory flavour through the chicken. It's just going to give you that extra little bit of touch. So with the breast of chicken there, I've got some lovely tarragon. And just chop this kind of roughly. Don't be too fussy about it. You can really smell that hickory now, eh?
Yeah, you can.
Over top. Drizzle with a little bit of honey, or a good bit of honey. It's a great combination, tarragon and honey. Just turn those over. As these are cooking, we're going to keep them brushing them onto the barbecue. Okay, with your brush then, just move it around. Okay, with the rosemary as well, it's another nice tip if you want to just sprinkle it in so it's actually going into the charcoals and into the hickory chips. And again, that's going to start to smoulder, and the flavours of the rosemary is going to come up through the chicken as well. So really this is kind of like a real earthy type of dish. And so I have some vegetables here. I've got some aubergine, or eggplant, some 4 slices of that. Just put it onto here, drizzle with some olive oil and some salt and pepper. We should be doing this further. onto the barbecue. I have some fennel. With the fennel, you don't want to cut it too thick because it takes a while to cook. And you get this lovely aniseed flavour off this. It's just a lovely combination of flavours. Again, a bit more olive oil. The smells are really starting to come up there now. Some peppers. Just cut that in 4, like so. And these you do want to take out the pips. Again onto the barbecue. The barbecue's looking nice and full there. Okay. And some asparagus. You just want to use the tip of the asparagus just about halfway down, because that part, it's fantastic to make soups, but it's actually a little bit woody to eat as a vegetable, so I always save them to make really, really nice soups. And with the asparagus, oh. Always put it across the grain of the grill. So there we have it. Now at that point, you're going to start. I've got some pesto here, so I'm just going to start drizzling over the veg. Just like so. And just the oil off the semi-dried tomatoes, oven-dried tomatoes. I'll just put a little bit of courgette or zucchini on as well. Also, it would be really nice if you had some flat mushrooms as well. Catherine hates mushrooms, so there's no mushrooms here today. She also hates peppers, but we have a few of those as well, so. Alright, black pepper over everything. Good bit of seasoning over the whole lot. Okay, you can tell when the chicken's done when it's bouncing back on your finger there. It's nice and firm. This looks great. So I'm going to build up the plate here by placing some veg. Beautiful fennel. A little missing. Some zucchini. Take a breast of chicken. Cut it like so. Place it on top. Put a bit of the semi-sun-dried tomatoes, drizzle with a bit of olive oil. And a bit of pesto. So there you have it. A breast of chicken marinated in honey and tarragon, served on a selection of vegetables. We've just used some peppers, aubergines, fennel and some asparagus. Built it up on the plate and you've got this fabulous presentation for barbecue. So stay tuned now as we show you how to make some pims, which is really delicious. And then we're going to come back and we're going to show you how to do a banana flambe with ice cream on the barbecue. I hope you've got one of these in your hands now. Delicious. Yes, we're going to do banana flambe on the barbecue. Do you get some tin foil? Look at that. You're going to gather it up like so. You're like making a dish onto the barbecue. We're going to get some butter. So. Okay, and some brown sugar. Okay, you get your banana, peel it, cut it lengthways, like so. Put it into, I have some rum heating up there. And I'm just going to light that. Okay. So it's just flaming there nicely. I'm going to drizzle some Kahlua on top. Okay, and just get a little bit more, a little piece of tin foil. Just make a lid. Okay. So you're still getting that smoky flavour coming through the barbecue into the bananas, but it's now reducing with that beautiful coffee liqueur Kahlua and the rum, all mixing together into the bananas. We're going to put that on the plate now and serve it with a bit of vanilla ice cream. And it's absolutely delicious. So I have some ice cream here. A couple of scoops. Turn them over. Take it out of the pan. don't lose any of those beautiful juices. Pour it over top. There you have bananas flambe with ice cream on a barbecue. So there you have it. To recap on what we covered today, we started with a scallop with the lemongrass skewer. We served it with a creme fraiche and pepper dipping. It was absolutely delicious. We followed with the breast of corn-fed chicken with marinated in honey and tarragon. Served it on charred grilled vegetables. We built it up on the plate. We finished with banana flambe with vanilla ice cream. Join me next time when we're discovering new recipes here on Hip World Gourmet. Always remember, we're doing it for the love of food. Sláinte.